So it's the 1st of April and it's time to start Camp NaNo. It's kind of dark in here because it's the evening. It's Easter, so I had to go to an Easter lunch and I had to study, so I'm just going to do a little bit of writing at the end of the day. I've got my setup. Yeah, listening to some soundtracks. Currently it's Black Panther. There's the first sentence of the story I'm working on. And I'm just gonna do some writing. It's the morning of the 2nd of April and I've got my coffee, I've got my music. I'm going to do a little bit of writing before we have to go to my grandma for Easter brunch. Hey Charlie. Ja. Hey Cooper. Oh, oké. Kijk, dit is mijn camera. Oh. Oh, mijn bril! Charlie, nee! Ah! Oh my god! Hallo! Hij zit mijn hele gezicht helemaal af te likken. Hij zit me heel erg te likken. Ja. Ja, oh nee, daar gaat hij weer. I'm just doing a voiceover for this, the Easter/Pesach feast or brunch my grandma made. I didn't want to put my family's chatter on the internet, they probably wouldn't want that, and it's out of context and not interesting anyway, so just look at the delicious food. And of course my shoddy camera work. I should probably try to learn to keep my hands still. And now my brother excited about cake.
Oh, trouwens, yes.
I am really tired and I should be studying, so naturally I'm going to vlog and write because that's what I'm vlogging about after all. I've got my writing set up. This actually inspired me to do the proper setup, which is on top of 2 outtro boxes, or actually 1 outtro box and 1 outtro junior box, and 2 books to put my computer at eyesight level. So I've got a keyboard and mouse plugged in. Yeah, like usual, I've got my playlist of film and gaming soundtracks. I've also got some water and Easter eggs and my grandma's gramsjelish from Easter/Passover brunch. I've also forgotten to do my to log my progress into Camp NaNo, so I'm just gonna go do that now. I just edited my counts per day and NaNo says I've written minus 60 minutes. I don't know what. I just added 60 minutes in total. The graph is still correct, so you know, I'm ahead of my goal, so let's keep going. Looks like a blank page, but I just scrolled down because I don't want you to read my story before it's finished. Okay, never mind, it's fixed. I just forgot to enter the minute count for today, so I thought I had dropped to 0 minutes today. So yeah, it's alright now. I wrote 20 minutes. I really want to keep writing, but I should stick to my schedule of doing 20 minutes at once. I might do another 20 minutes sprint, so to say. But yeah, if I just keep going, I'll end up writing for hours and burn out, basically. So yeah, it's important to stick to a schedule if you have the tendency to do too much at once. The most important part of the writing process is, of course, creating a Pinterest board and making aesthetics. Also, I did not listen to my own advice. Cue Alice in Wonderland quote. I wrote for another hour and I kind of feel like writing more. I'm way ahead. And I should be studying. Yesterday was not a great mental health day, so I didn't do much, but I did end up writing for about 40 minutes in the evening when I felt a little better. Today I'm going to study, which is what you see now, my text that you probably can't read. And yeah, I'm going to study in the morning, then I'm going to Utrecht and I'm going to get a haircut and I'm going to my father's book presentation. So I don't know when I'll have time to write, but I'm going to try to do 20 minutes because that's my goal, to write 20 minutes a day. I didn't get to write anything in the end, but I did try Five Guys for the first time. It's the first one in the Netherlands, I think, so I don't know, that was pretty cool. And then we went home by train and I got my book ready, but I ended up talking to my boyfriend the whole time, which is fun as well. It's the 7th of April today, and that means it's almost been a full week. I haven't written in 2 days because I had a pretty busy day on Thursday, and then Friday I had my exam, and after that we started to reorganize the bookshelves and we just didn't have time to do anything else. And I was really tired as well. But it's fine because the first couple of days I wrote a lot more than I'd planned. So I'm still on track to finish my goal. And I'm just trying to get back into writing today. I've really been enjoying my story. So that's good. The weather was really good today, so that's making me more happy and giving me a little more energy. So I hope that's also going to help with my writing, and maybe I'll go outside to write if the weather stays like this. Here we are on the train to Maastricht to meet a friend we haven't seen in a while. We went sightseeing and just enjoying the good weather, which, it's been raining and cold for a long time. So it was nice to go outside and just enjoy the sun, eat ice cream, look at pretty buildings, that kind of stuff. We spent pretty much the whole day in Maastricht and also traveling back and forth because there was some construction making the already long train ride even longer. But you know, it was a fun day, so it was worth it. I tried to write on the way home, but my Google Docs app wouldn't load, so I just ended up reading a lot and looking out the window, listening to music. Well, it's Monday, which means it's time for a new week in NaNoWriMo. I'm gonna make this the last video in my first weekly vlog. So I'm just doing a bit of a wrap up kind of thing for this week. As you can see from the tea and keyboard and everything, I'm ready to get on with some more writing. This week was not a typical week, as you can see in my bullet journal. I had days that I wrote way more than I planned, and I had days that I didn't write at all, like yesterday. Yeah, I just had a lot of things I had to go to, and I had my exam, so I couldn't really do my normal schedule. But as you can see in my profile, in this very bad shot of a computer screen, sorry. Anyway, I'm almost halfway through my goal. So I have a lot of room to not write. So I'm thinking about maybe upping my goal, or I'm just gonna finish my goal early and just chill, I guess. I'm just gonna keep trying to write every day. That's my actual main goal this month. I don't really care how much I end up writing, as long as I write every day, with a few exceptions, because sometimes there's just no time or energy. So yeah, that was the first week. The most important part is I do really enjoy my story, so I can't wait to finish it, and then maybe also write another story and edit this story. I just hope I can really get all those short story ideas, well, not all of them, but a couple just out of my brain onto paper, and that I can start editing my novel soon. So yeah, next week will be a more typical week for me, so I hope that I'll just have a bit of a regular writing week, and you'll see how that goes.